New details are emerging tonight into that $100 million loan that has rocked Vancouver City Hall. The loan was made in secret to the company building Vancouver's Olympic Village. It only became public when someone passed internal documents to a newspaper. Now, the big question everyone wants answered is who leaked that information? John Daly has the latest.
The Millennium project has become the hot potato in the Vancouver City election, with a massive new financial exposure up to $100 million for taxpayers, just to ensure that the village gets built in time for the Olympics. But for one former mayor, the financing is necessary in these troubled financial times. But the leak of the confidential documents is not.
If I was mayor, I'd be asking for a criminal investigation.
And in fact, City Hall itself has now become the center of the Millennium investigation. In something akin to a mini Watergate, it's not the crime, but the cover-up, in this case, the return of the missing report, which may unravel the mystery.
An anonymous source, City Hall's Deep Throat, has called the NewsHour, saying the investigation here is now focused on swipe card data and security video. And it has focused on one city councillor who was apparently in the area of B.C. Lee's office, where the purloined Olympic documents were found. Effectively, the scene of the crime. So now the source says the investigators do have a prime suspect.
Now, you heard Larry Campbell say he'd order a criminal investigation into the leak if he were still the mayor. So far, that hasn't happened. No one at City Hall has asked the Vancouver police to investigate. And whoever is leading the inquiry at the City Hall is doing it very quietly. These details from Catherine Pope.
As the wicked weather swirls around City Hall, questions continue about the secret $100 million deal with the developer, a missing chief financial officer, and a leaked document that made the whole thing public. Now, even the possible investigation into the leaked information appears to be shrouded in mystery.
Outgoing Mayor Sam Sullivan is refusing to confirm whether a formal investigation is or isn't underway. If there is, it too is being kept mostly secret. None of the City Hall councillors I talked to has been interviewed by an investigator about the missing document. And even the reporter who originally broke the story, Gary Mason of the Globe and Mail, says no one at City Hall has ever even asked him who leaked the document or how he got it.
Here, shake hands. Don't ask me. I'm all
Tuesday, two former Vancouver mayors tried to downplay the whole thing by explaining the process at City Hall.
The policies that they operated under for this recent vote for Olympic Village are the same policies that they've been following for 35 years. There was nothing differently done about this property transaction than for the previous hundreds that have been done in the last 3 decades.
It causes the city grief. If you want to do a deal with the city, now you have to worry about whether confidentiality will be kept up in an in-camera meeting. And in-camera meetings are held all the time, virtually after every council meeting. There's something going on in the city that requires an in-camera meeting.
Senator Larry Campbell believes a criminal investigation should be called into the leaked document. Peter Ladner wouldn't go on camera, but says he'd also support a criminal investigation.